Hello guys, welcome back from your vacations. I hope that you enjoyed them, but right now we must start with our last partial of this semester. In order to do so, we're gonna start with the unit number 10 that is called Sale. Alright? So the first exercise that we have here, it's a speaking and vocabulary exercise, and it says, work with a partner, look at know your logos, identify the brand in each case and circle the correct version of each logo. Check your answers on page 137. Alright, so over here we have these logos, but two of these three options are incorrect. You must circle the correct one. For example, in the number one, we have the logo from Starbucks. Which one is the correct logo? Very good, the letter B. Okay, so like that, circle the correct logos from the rest of the brands. Do it, and when you finish, I'm gonna show you the answers. Alright, I know that this exercise is pretty easy because we know that this is the correct logo in the number 2, in the number 3, in the number 4, and finally in the number 5, the letter C. Yes, very easy. But now, what you're gonna do is that you're gonna discuss these questions with your classmates. You already know what you have to do. You're gonna call your classmates and you're gonna discuss which of these brands are popular in your country. All of them, some of them, which is more popular than the other. And also, how many more logos can you draw? So in this exercise, in your notebook, you will have to draw more logos beside the one that we have here. Maybe you can draw the logo from Burger King or from Disney. And your partner must identify that logo. All right, so you're gonna draw 4 or 5 logos in your notebook and your partners will identify them. All right, so do it, and when you finish, we'll continue. All right, now moving on to the exercise number 3, we have look at these different ways of saying look and see. Put them in the correct category and discuss the differences in meaning with your partner. Okay, so all of these words have similar meanings with look and with see. You're gonna put them in the correct category, but before you do this, I have another exercise that says write on your notebook the definition of the words in the box. So all of these words, you're gonna look for them in the dictionary and you're gonna write the definitions. For example, the first word is glance. So you go to the dictionary and you look for the word glance, and here you have the definition: to give a quick short look. So you will copy that definition. And with this definition, we know that we're gonna put it in the category of look. So do it like that, and when you finish copying the definitions, do the exercise 3. All right, when you're done, we're gonna continue. Very good. Let's move on to the next exercise. Here, we're gonna practice the vocabulary that we just saw. You have to write the words to complete the sentences. So we have here some sentences and these words from the box. You're gonna choose the correct word or phrase to complete it. For example, she gave a quick at her watch to see what time it was. The answer is glance. Very good. Remember that when you say glance, it's a quick look. So she gave a quick glance at her watch. All right. Complete the rest of the sentences, and when you're done, I'm going to show you the answers. All right. Here are the answers so that you can double check. Very good. Now, moving on to the next exercise, here we have underline the appropriate verb phrases to complete the description. So over here we have this description, and you're gonna practice the vocabulary by choosing the correct option. Okay, so read the complete text and underline the answers. All right, if you're done, I'm gonna show you the answers. Here they are. Nice. All right. If you have any question about these answers, please send me a message so that I can help you. All right. If not, let's continue with the next exercise. First, we have a question. How would you describe your own attitude towards clothing and brands? You're gonna tell your partners, okay? You're gonna call them and you're gonna tell them how you feel about clothing and about brands. And when you finish, we'll continue with the listening vocabulary section. In the first exercise of this section, it says, you're going to listen to these two people giving their opinions about children and advertising. Guess which person is likely to have made each statement. Okay, so here we have some statements. And before we listen to Joe and to Sally, you will have to try to guess who said each of these statements, if Joe or Sally. For example, children are being brainwashed by all the advertising that goes on around them. For example, Joe is a marketing executive and Sally is a school principal. So I think that Sally said this, but I don't know because I haven't listened to the audio. All right? So do it, and when you finish, I'm going to play the audio so that you can check your answers. All right, here goes the audio.
Unit 10, Track 2.30. Joe Smedley.
Children are much easier to reach with advertising than adults are. They like it and pick up on it really fast. So it's the advertiser's job to capitalize on this. We have a term, pester power, which means the marketing potential of children nagging their parents to spend money. And I'm not just talking about toys here. Our aim is getting children to pester parents to buy something for the whole family, like a vacation or a car. What we try to do is to produce advertisements that appeal to both children and adults. Another key concept for advertisers is peer pressure. Children want what their friends have. Playground credibility is very important. In other words, brands give children a sense of identity and help them fit in with a peer group. So you can see children are a very important market for us, and in return, we like to promote education. This is something that's already happening across America. Companies donate free computers, and in exchange, they can advertise their brands on book covers and posters. I think it's fantastic. The kids benefit, and the companies get brand loyalty from a very early age. I'd love to be a child today. They really know what they want, and they have so many more choices. Advertisers respect children's opinions.
Track 2.31. Sally McElveen.
Basically, children are being brainwashed by all the advertising that goes on around them. Quite honestly, if the children in my school remembered any of their schoolwork as well as they remember the advertising jingles they hear on TV, my job would be a pleasure. Usually the students at our school wear uniforms, but Friday is a non-uniform day, and that's when you really see the power of advertising. The kids are dressed from head to toe in labels, mainly sports gear like Adidas, Nike, that kind of thing, and they all look the same. There's a great deal of pressure on parents to buy children all these labels and gadgets, and I feel so sorry for the families who don't have much money because the pressure is just the same. I really believe it's time the government put a stop to all this aggressive TV advertising. Some schools are actually being subsidized by companies like McDonald's and Pepsi. Okay, the school gets free equipment from these big companies, but then the children have to add up burgers or multiply cans of Pepsi in their math class. It's terrible to think that the schools end up promoting a product that's not even good for the children. What I think is really sad is that children are being forced to be consumers from such an early age. I don't think all this choice is liberating for children. It just means that they're encouraged to be materialistic instead of focusing on more important basic values, such as kindness and respect for others.
Very good. If you're done, what you're gonna do now is that you're gonna work with a partner and you're gonna ask him if he or she agrees or disagrees with the statements. All right? So call your classmates and ask the questions. Very good, guys. If you finish, that's gonna be it for today's class. I hope that you enjoy it and that you could understand everything. Tomorrow, we're gonna see the first grammar topic of this unit. So if you want to check it, feel free to do so. And see you tomorrow. Guys, also use the vocabulary to start with the workbook of the unit number 10. All right, so that you don't have a lot of work at the end of the partial. So see you tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye.